Hey everybody, welcome to Explorations. My name is Rob. Today we are taking a look at the Tagalong and the Tagalong Lite camp chairs by Eureka. If you've had enough hauling in those massive collapsible chairs or the really tiny, uncomfortable, essentially pieces of wood to sit on, these might be a happy medium for you. Check it out. So we are talking about the Tagalong and the Tagalong Lite camp chairs by Eureka. They are both basically the same, but as you can see, one has a higher back, one's a little taller, whereas the Tagalong Lite is a little smaller design poles, a little lighter. So both chairs are made of polyester fabric, aluminum poles, and they have plastic support pieces and plastic no-sink feet. They are both quite comfortable, depending on what you like. If you don't mind carrying a little bit extra weight, the Tagalong has a nice backrest to lean against. But if you're a little weight conscious or space conscious, the Tagalong Lite is also quite comfy. As you can see, I fit in it quite well, and it beats sitting on the ground or having to haul on a really big heavy chair, which is probably equally as comfortable, if not even a little less. So both chairs also have a handy pocket for putting your books in or your camera gear or whatever you might want, assuming you have a small GoPro camera, maybe not a big camera. But yes, they both have these handy flaps at the front. And as I mentioned, poles are made out of aluminum. They are all connected together with this handy bungee cord, so you don't lose them when you disassemble it or are putting it together. Everything is nicely attached in one convenient bundle. Both chairs are quite comfortable. I've sat in both. I spent a little bit of time on both of them. Personally, I prefer the higher back chair. I'm a little taller, so I like that little bit of extra back support, but I mean, this does just fine. It is, as I mentioned, 1 pound lighter. It's a little smaller to pack up, so if space is a concern or weight is a concern, this is definitely not a bad option. So each chair also comes with its own handy carrying bag. Everything fits into this bag, and this bag does strap onto the back of the chair once the chair is set up, so you don't lose it. On the bag is also your instruction manual, which is waterproof, which is a nice feature. The bags zip up, keep everything conveniently located inside, and there is a mesh part of the bag in order to get your breathability. In case you do put your chair away damp, it's not going to go all funky on you inside a closed bag. You do have a little bit of airflow. So I think what we'll do is I'll pack both chairs up. I'll show you a comparison of them packed up, and then we'll put them together. So this is the size the chairs pack up to. Tagalong Lite on my left, your right, and Tagalong regular size here. You can see for a size comparison. The Tagalong is 3.3 pounds, whereas the Tagalong Lite is 2.4 pounds. Weight-wise, the Tagalong can handle 330 pounds, and the Tagalong Lite can handle 220 pounds. So let's get them put together. All right, we'll do the Tagalong Lite. They both go together basically the same, so if you've seen one, you've seen them all. So open your handy carrying case. Put that to one side for now. And conveniently, they come with this Velcro strap, and everything is connected with bungee cords, so you're not going to lose any of your parts. It's all very self-explanatory. They all kind of just fit into the holes that they're attached to. There's your frame all ready to go. I say as it spins on me. Put that down. And the chair has pockets that just slide into the poles. Also, which is a very nice feature, the carrying cases, the carrying bags are designed to fit over the poles as well, so you don't lose them. So, figure out which side is which. Bottom just slides into the bottom. Sometimes it's a little tight. Top poles slide into the top. And voila! You got a chair. Look how quick and easy that was. Alright, why don't we talk about some of the pros and cons of these chairs. I'm just going to lump them both together because they're basically the same chair other than this high back on this one. But the pros and cons are the same for both. So, Big pro is that it is a relatively light chair and it packs up nice and small, and this one even more so. So if you do want to bring a chair into the backcountry or on a backpacking trip or canoe trip, these do make an excellent option if you don't want to just sit on the ground, or as I said, sit on one of those really flat, like basically two pieces of wood chairs. These are much more comfortable. Which brings us to our second pro is they are comfortable. I have sat on both of these many times and they are both quite comfortable. Again, I said I prefer the high back because I'm a bigger guy and this is a little more comfortable for me, but this is still, there's nothing wrong with this. If you're a kid, if you're an adult, you can fit on both of them. They're both very nice. Third pro is I like the aluminum legs and I like the anti-sink feet. A lot of chairs don't tend to have anti-sink feet, which means things like sand or squishier ground, duff, your chair might sink in. It could fall over if you lose that stability with your legs, so having these feet are a nice feature. The next pro is I like the integrated carrying bag. I like how it fits onto the chair once it's set up. You don't want to be having to hunt around for your carrying bag. When you put your chair away, you know it's going to be here ready to go for when you're ready to pack it all up. The next pro is the different types of fabric on the seat. Having the mesh is nice. You get breathability in your lower back and around your thighs. If you have sweaty thighs or sweaty lower back, we're not going to say that. Having the mesh is nice for breathability, especially around your lower back after a hot day. It's nice to have a little bit of airflow through there. The polyester is nice and soft, so it's comfortable to sit on. And the final pro is the instruction manual is waterproof and attached to the bag. And you all know how much I like waterproof instruction manuals. Well, there you go. Eureka did it right. That is a nice waterproof material, nice and thick. It's not going to get damaged carrying it around. And it's attached to the carrying bag, so you're not going to lose it. The chairs also come with a 1-year warranty from Eureka. So if something happens to your chair in that first year, something breaks, something tears, you have that warranty to fall back on. So let's talk about some of the cons. One of the cons is these chairs do not have armrests. Again, it's not a really big deal. That's if you're looking for a lighter chair. I mean, you're going to have to sacrifice some things. So armrests are obviously what Eureka has sacrificed for that. I don't have an issue with that personally. They are quite comfortable, but some people do see that as a con. Another con is that some people do find them a little flimsy. And again, that's the nature of a light camping chair. They're not going to be rock solid. When you're sitting in them, they are quite comfortable. I've never been concerned, but there is a little bit of motion with them, even more so on the Lite model. Again, because it's a slightly lighter construction, slightly smaller poles, so there's going to be a little bit of movement in it, but it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to fall over on you or break on you. If you've set it up on a good surface, it's fine. It does unnerve some people, so it is a bit of a small con for some. So the next con. We actually have 2 of these style chairs, and this is actually a pretty big con for me. We were camping, we did some winter camping a few weeks ago, and it was very, very cold, and I brought this chair with me because it's a nice light chair to bring when you're snowshoeing into a place. But what happened is, in the minus 39 degrees, the bungee cord gave out. And so you can see there is absolutely no bunginess, parts are falling off. Now, this happened, the chair was not set up. The bungee broke as I was backpacking it in. So it's a little disappointing that the bungee cords can't withstand that degree of cold. I mean, I know that is pretty cold for most people to be out camping with, but I mean, it would have been a great trip to have a chair to sit on. And unfortunately, well, I was able to get together and sit on it, but it was a little frustrating with the broken bungees. So I mean, I know there's other Eureka products that are meant for winter camping where the bungees do survive, so it was a little disappointing to see that quality wasn't included in this chair. And it's possible maybe it was just a defect bungee in this chair, but I mean, it did happen on this chair, so we will be sending this in for warranty, see if we can get a new bungee installed. So there you go, that is the Tagalong and Tagalong Lite camp chairs by Eureka. Pretty simple chairs, pretty simple video. Overall, we are quite happy with them despite that little bungee cord issue, which we do hope to get rectified. But yes, we are quite happy with them. They are comfortable, they are nice and light to bring on camping trips or canoeing trips as we usually do. So hopefully we get that bungee cord figured out and these will still be good for winter camping trips. Maybe not in minus 36 degrees, but cooler weather, definitely. As you can see, we have them out here. We're winter camping and they are working just fine. And this chair here actually belongs to our friends. They've had it for 2 years, and as you can see, it's held up quite well. Everything's in good shape. No major issues with that yet. So overall, despite a few minor little cons, they are still pretty decent chairs. And yeah, we quite like them. So there you go. That is the Eureka Tagalong and the Eureka Tagalong Lite. I really hope you guys found this review useful, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And we will see you next time.